Hey guys, today I thought I would do a coloring chat just to give some updates about what I want to do for future videos as far as the channel, and just have a little bit of fun coloring in this fairy special Color in Heaven magazine. And I think Janna Prosvirina is the artist. I've already based a lot of this with alcohol markers, so I'm just going to go in with my Prismacolors and do some shading. I thought we would start out with her shirt. I didn't mean to make the hair and the shirt such similar colors, but I think that'll be fine. I'm going to use my burnt ochre and ginger root and just do some shading. And I'm kind of going to be mindful of the light source because I'm not really sure exactly what I have planned for because it looks like it's something that's kind of illuminating outwards. So I think maybe I'll just go with like a yellow color for some highlight for the light. And I'm just going to take this burnt ochre and start kind of deepening parts of the fabric up. This burnt ochre is actually very similar to the color of the alcohol marker, so hopefully it will show up. But yeah, I just thought I would I've been wanting to do more videos where I'm coloring. I've really just been trying to figure out, what works best for me as far as making videos for you guys. So I am just, still really learning, This is the canary yellow. I'm just going to take that along the edge of that shirt. Just very lightly. And then maybe take the ginger root and start kind of blending those colors together a little bit. But I have been working on my coloring book collection videos. I started those when I first started my channel in August last year, and we're coming up on August, this year, and it will be a year that I've had my coloring channel, which is pretty exciting. And I kind of want to get that finally finished up, the coloring book collection. And so I've been working on that. We're close to getting that done. And then I want to start doing more color and chat videos because those are some of my favorite to watch while I'm coloring. And I have been trying to do a color along a month, but this month I don't know if I'm going to get around to doing that. So we'll see. I might need another color in this in between. But I wonder what color would work good. Either that or I need something a little bit darker. Maybe chocolate to shade up a little bit of these areas. But so I've been trying to do sorry, I don't know why I got like really choked up before I started filming, of course. I've been trying to do a color along. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. And so I don't know if I'm going to get around to that this month. But I know that for May, I didn't do a finished pages for the month of May. That was a little bit of a hectic month for me. I went on vacation, and then when I came back from vacation, there was a procedure I had to have done, and everything was good. You know, it was a good procedure because I ended up having my port removed, so I was really excited about that, and I had planned on filming a lot while I was off work, but then I ended up getting sick on top of that, so I didn't get around to much coloring or filming that month. So I think I finished one page, and so I figured that it wouldn't be very much, you know, very interesting to just share that one page with y'all. So I'm just gonna do that for my June completed pages. And so I've been trying to get some pages done for that. But yeah, some months it's easier to get stuff done, and then some it's a little bit more difficult. This is Deco Yellow. Canary Yellow. I don't really have any big plans for this page. I just wanted to kind of do something fun. And this is Chocolate that I'm like using to kind of shade the darker areas. That ginger root might be a little bit too much of a highlight. I think I want to go on with Chestnut for the darkest color. I know I'm kind of all over the place with that, but sometimes you don't know until you start coloring exactly what you want for, as far as, you know, the planned for the coloring of the shirt. Sorry guys, I'm trying to be better about talking while coloring. The only problem with the Chestnut is it's very similar to her hair, but I'm hoping that once I put the burnt ochre over top, that it kind of keeps the darker shading in the area, but also takes away that tone that's very similar to her hair. So that's at least what I'm hoping to do. I've been trying to really color in my Coloring Heaven magazines a little bit more lately. They definitely do tend to get a little neglected as far as what I pick out to color. But yeah, I'm really excited to feel like coloring again. I definitely hope to have some things finished for the completed pages for June. And if there's anything else that anyone's interested in seeing, you know, just kind of, you know, let me know, and I would be more than happy to try and do a certain coloring page or a tutorial for a certain thing. I'm definitely not an expert on anything, but I will gladly attempt to try and figure something out. And really that's all I'm doing when I color, is just day by day trying to figure out, you know, how I want to color certain things. And for me, that's a lot of the fun of coloring, is figuring out different ways to color, like hair and the clothing and the animals or the landscape. It's always a lot of fun. Yeah, I definitely like the chestnut better for the darker tone in this shirt here. And then ever so lightly, I'm going to go in with the ginger root in the center of everything. And I'm going to go back over it with burnt ochre, just to kind of take that really brightness away a little bit. I think I'm going to go in with chestnut and shade up this part of the sleeve. Just where you would think it would naturally be a little bit darker. That looks good to me. We got one more sleeve over here. Try not to forget. Yeah, I hope everyone is getting some lovely coloring done. I was thinking also, speaking of videos, that since I'm coming up on the being on YouTube for a year, I know I already have, like, when I first started I showed all the finished coloring pages I have so far, but I thought it would be fun to do a video where I show what I've colored in a year since the channel, because ultimately I feel like I have really stepped up my coloring, you know, since I started the channel. I've gotten way more coloring done than I did before the channel. So I thought it would be fun to do a video where I just show all my finished pages in one spot, like one video, because I know they're in my completed monthly videos, but sometimes I like to see those because you get, you know, a good little video where there is a ton of examples of like what someone's colored, and I find that to be very inspiring. So I was thinking about doing that as well. I'm trying not to spend too long blending all this together. Just kind of go with the flow here, you know, and get the color down onto the paper. Go in with Deco Yellow. Let's go in, oh, sorry, that was loud. I want to try Spanish Orange. I just want to add a little bit warmth to that yellow. It's looking a little flat. Just kind of make it pop a little bit more, maybe, hopefully. If I don't kind of map out where I want the light to hit, sometimes I will forget to add it in, and I just find it easier to start out with it and then work over it. All right, the shirt is done. I think I'm gonna start on her skirt. I want to, you know, keep with the earthy tones and go for a green color. I didn't set them out beforehand, so I do like this moss green. And then maybe keep it simple and just go in with lime peel. Try that out. Maybe that'll work. Making a mess. Okay, so we have lime peel. Oh, I'm sorry. This is moss green. Just gonna go around the edge of this, the band of her skirt here. I feel like I keep picking colors that are almost exactly the color of the alcohol marker. This is marine green. I needed something a little bit darker. This is canary yellow. I'm gonna go back in with moss. And then finish it with lime peel. Lime peel. I don't know what I just said. Okay, I'm going to work on the section here. Where did I? Oh. It's pretty sad when you're looking for a color but it was in your hand. This is a marine green. I'm going to go along the edge of this section of the skirt here and kind of darken that up. And then moss green right behind that. And then lime peel. Just kind of right in the center. And we have moss. I've really been wanting to try watercolor. This is lime peel. In my coloring books. I've tried it, you know, a little bit before to a Lulu Mayo page, I think. And, you know, it was okay. I just tried to use it for the background, which is all I feel like I ever do. But I think it would be interesting to try and use it in like other things on the page if it has good paper. Because I definitely have no confidence when it comes to watercolor. Okay, I'm going to try this like big section here. This is marine green. Then we have moss green. I feel like this is so dark. I think you can see it. This is lime peel in the center, and kind of working my way outwards. Marine green. I kind of moved it a little bit out, so maybe it won't be so dark, hopefully. I'm really trying not to spend, you know, a whole lot of time on this page. Just kind of have fun with, you know, putting the colors together. The moss green. And lime peel. But looking through all my books this past few weeks has really put me in mind to color a lot of them that I've been neglecting. And so that's pretty exciting. I really like kind of getting, you know, excited to color in new books. Even though they're not new, they've been sitting on my shelf for a long time. But they're a, you know, a new project to start on. And hopefully it doesn't result in a lot of works in progress, because I do have a lot of those. I'm hoping, like, this is a work in progress. It's been a work in progress for a good minute. And so I'm hoping to do a little bit more coloring chats where I work on them for about an hour. And sometimes I might start a new page in a book also. It just depends on what I feel like doing for that video. So I hope that it kind of gets me to pull some of those out and get them finished up. I feel like the paper is doing something really, really strange right there, but that is okay. Take that marine green. And then moss green. Sometimes I feel like I need to get like super close up to the page to see what I'm doing. It's a little bit difficult from this distance. When I color most of the time, it's not at my desk, it's in my living room. and I have one of those like sketch boards that you can kind of take with you. It has like a little clip, like a clipboard clamp on it, and like a giant rubber band, and so I'll just kind of put whatever I'm working on there, and then watch TV while I color is generally what I do. So I've gotten in a habit of like really being super close to my pages when I'm coloring. Okay, marine green. I have some of this artist's coloring books, but only in grayscale. And usually I'm partial to grayscale, but I think I might like her line art, just regular like this art, better than the grayscale when coloring. They're both beautiful, but the couple of grayscale ones I have are a little bit hard to figure out what's what, and sometimes that kind of puts me off coloring them. But I forgot I had this Coloring Heaven magazine that is all her artwork, so I was really excited when I remembered that. I think in the future, if I do purchase more of her coloring books, I'll probably just do the line art. Even though the grayscale is beautiful and I really enjoy looking at those, I don't know if I would be very good at coloring them. But there are some grayscales that I've done, like the Selena Finnick ones, that I was surprised turned out like they did, because I thought there was no way I'd be able to color one of them. And I mean, I've only done one of them, but it turned out okay. I feel like it takes me a good, I don't know, 7 minutes to really get into the groove of how I want to do a certain section in a coloring page. I feel like until then I'm like kind of fumbling around and hoping for the best. This is our moss green, which is kind of like my transition shade into the center, in between, you know, that lime peel and marine green. But yeah, I'm really liking how that's turning out. I think it's looking pretty cool, and it's not taking too much time to get it going. Okay, so we got her shirt completely done, and we got a majority of the top area of her skirt done. I think that maybe I will try and work on, I guess these are like little horns on the side, which I never know what to do with sometimes. So I guess I'm gonna look for maybe French gray. We got 90% French gray, and maybe a little bit of bronze and go back in with our ginger root. I think would be the easiest thing to do. I've just started using like this little sharpener. I don't know, I got an electric sharpener recently, but don't think it was my favorite. I want to say maybe this brand's like Helix or something. So I have my 90% French gray, and I'm just going to outline these one side of the horn and then the other side. I'm just using the 90% French gray to outline parts of this and kind of bring it in a little bit toward the center. Not adding too much to it, and then I'm going to go in with my bronze and maybe start where I've laid down that French gray and kind of make my way a little bit closer into the center. And hopefully that'll work. I think it might be okay. And then ginger root. I do kind of want to leave a highlight on the edge here of the horn. And then kind of go in the center. Trying to go in the direction that the lines are kind of drawn across. Clear away some of that and go back in with the bronze to kind of maybe bring a little bit of that shadow back and maybe go over those lines that are drawn across. Okay, so we did one of the horns and there is a little bit of the other one just barely showing on the other side of her head. So I'm just going to go back in with the 90% French gray. Since, you know, that light is kind of up here, front and center, or off to the side, especially on this side, I'm going to leave a little bit of the edge, like unshaded, and then go back in with the bronze color, and then maybe go in with the ginger root starting on the edge of the horn here and then in the center. I think that looks pretty good. So she's got little bitty grass pieces sticking out of her hair. Sorry, I keep like dropping stuff. So we have olive green. We'll just work with that. And I'm not going to do too much to these little pieces of grass. Just a little bit of shading. And, you know, along one edge. And then maybe go in with this Kelly green. It's getting really bad because my pencils, now we're going on 4 years of having these pencils, and so I've really tried to preserve them, but we're getting to, you know, the end of their life, and so the colors are definitely, the names are definitely getting worn away and sharpened away. So because yeah, even the ones that I don't have sharpened quite as far are kind of wearing off the barrel, so then I can't make out what they say anymore. I kind of remember what they are, but some of them, you know, I might be kind of guessing at. So I hope I'm telling y'all all the right colors. I think this is Kelly green though. And I want to brighten that up just a little bit, so we're going to use chartreuse PC 1004. And I'm just going to go right along the edge of some of these grass pieces. Nothing too fancy. Might as well do that little flower. Let's go in with mulberry. It's a very tiny flower, so I'm not gonna get too into this little flower here because it's just barely showing. I know that there are new purple colors in the Prismacolor set. Let's go in with pink. I do not have the new colors. I think I still have a little bit left of the old colors. So I'm sorry if I ever use those. I think it might be lavender and lilac maybe? I'm not sure. But I try not to use them too much because I know some people may not have those. We'll go right in the center with this golden color, just a little. There is a tiny little center to this flower. Maybe a little bit of yellowed orange. That'd be a good one to add to this light color. Sometimes when I put yellow on green, it just looks like green. So sometimes I use orange to kind of add the light into the green colors. Just a little bit of it. Okay, so her face is still just based in marker. So maybe we'll start on that. It is what I am notorious for taking entirely way too much time on, but we'll kind of start on it, I guess. Maybe she doesn't have a very big face, so it shouldn't take too long. This is a salmon pink, and I'm just gonna start adding this a little bit into her face. Let's make sure that we don't have anything on there because I don't want it to get kind of stuck underneath of all the layers of pencil. But I'm just taking the salmon and trying to map out kind of where I want the light to hit her and the shadow. Kind of want salmon to be my mid-tone, my medium color that I put down. and just kind of taking it along the edges of her face and her features. And I think Nectar would be a good one to go in with. I feel like mine pencil isn't looking very good. Maybe it'll hang in there. And this is a little bit darker, so I'm going to take it along this edge of her face. Because the light is kind of on this side of her face, I might leave that a little bit less shaded than I would over here. I do not do as well with smaller faces. I don't know why. I kind of struggle. Something I need to work on. A little bit under the chin and around the hair, because I think it would be kind of shaded, a little bit shadowy up under there. Let's go in with a little bit of blush pink and just ever so slightly add a little bit of that color into the cheeks. Might add a little too much. This is henna, which is usually my favorite color to shade with, doing like faces. Then I'm just going to go back in with salmon. I've been meaning to try and start using more of my pencils. I do tend to get in the habit of using my Prismas a little too much. I don't really have a budget brand pencil besides Brute Thinner, which I really like using those. But they don't always work the greatest on some of the paper. But I think I'm going to try and pull those out a little bit more. I don't know if that's any thing people would be interested in seeing me work with or not, but just something I've been thinking about doing. But if anyone has a budget pencil that they recommend, because I've kind of been on the hunt for one. I know there's Artex is a really good one, and there's the Black Widow pencils, and of course there's, like, you know, the regular old Crayola. But I don't know which ones to get. I have Brute Finner Squared, and then there's the Color, I think. I've definitely tried to do some research and see which ones I think would be best, but I'm still a little bit indecisive and don't know which ones to get. But I'm sure whatever I ended up getting would work just fine. I'm just a bit of a indecisive person, and I've been trying to cut back on my coloring purchases and spending. I just have way too many things that I really should be using and trying out. To add to it would, you know, defeat the purpose of buying it in the first place. So I've been trying to not do that, but I do want to get another set of budget pencils. The only other pencils I have are the Caran d'Ache Pablos, and then I have just a few odds and ends like Tombow Erositons, just like one set, and the Skin Tone set of Derwent Color Soft, I think. And then I also have drawing a blank, Polychromos, which is my second favorite pencils to use. So I would love to get another set of pencils too, but for the same reason, you know, I have too many already and I really need to use them more. So this is I'm going in with light umber. I wanted to add just a light amount of shading. That is a little bit of a different tone than pink or red. We have Rosy Beige. And Nectar. Do want to add a little bit. I feel like she's getting a little orange, so I want to find my hot pink and try to kind of bring a little bit of the pink out in the cheeks here. Hopefully. I think I'm going to go in with cream to blend it all out. Maybe get a little bit of a yellow tone and add that light illusion from her fairy light. I recently rearranged my pencils again because they were getting a little bit out of whack, which I'm trying to, when I get done with something, put it back in the spot where I think it kind of goes with the right colors, because if I don't, I end up with a terrible mess, and I feel like it takes me twice as long to sort through what I'm trying to do. So we did that one, and I'm gonna go in with henna again, just along the edges. And then maybe just go ahead and blend that all out. I don't know. I'm trying to find my peach. Speaking of trying to be organized, I've somehow misplaced that. Strange. Am I out of peach? No, I've been using peach. I mistakenly was calling my peach nectar. This is really nectar. Okay. So I'm going to go in with cream and try to attempt to blend this out. Maybe before I do that, I might go in with light peach, just to create more of a gradient where it's not so like, or maybe you can't see like the lines of the different colors. I'm just going to go in with this light peach. Just very lightly. I'm just telling you, I do not do good with the smaller faces. I just don't really know what I'm doing, I guess. I don't know. I try my best. It still ends up looking a little bit weird. And that's okay. Kind of clear it off a little bit and get a nice sharpened pencil. This is cream. And I'm just kind of going to start to blend them together. And maybe go in with the peach and do a little extra blending. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I might do a little bit of blending along the hairline with the light peach. And then I might go in with, since you know she does have that light going, maybe Deco Yellow. Something a little bit subtle, hopefully. Just very lightly along the edge of her face here. And maybe kind of up on her forehead a tiny bit and along her brow bone. And then a little bit with the Spanish orange right alongside that. Oh, flung that right off there. Yeah, I think I've gotten a good amount done for this color and chat. I really feel inspired to finish this. I don't know if I will get back on here and color on it. If that's something that y'all are interested in, just let me know. I know I kind of hopped around doing different sections of her outfit and her face and stuff, but I feel like that keeps, you know, the video interesting. Sometimes I can kind of get hung up on one thing and then I look and it's been an hour and that's all I've done. So I'm trying to, you know, do different things while on this color and chat, but I hope I didn't ramble too much. I'm definitely terrible about that, so I'm sorry if, you know, it was a little bit too much rambly, but I hope that I kind of gave you an update on the channel. I'm trying to think back. I said a lot of things, so hopefully I did fit that in there somewhere. I'm trying to do more coloring chats and trying to get some color alongs done and maybe make them where I'm hopping around a little bit to where I can get through them a little bit faster for y'all and kind of give you the gist of what I'm doing, and then, you know, if y'all want to follow along, you can. And I'm wrapping up my coloring book collection. I still haven't decided if I'm going to share all my PDFs or not. Definitely a possibility, but might be a separate video for the PDFs. So we'll see. But as always, thank y'all for watching, and until the next video, bye!